Hello everyone, and welcome to your first official physics class. And before we actually start talking about physics, we do need to review a couple of important mathematical concepts. The first one that we're going to look at are conversions and units. We're going to be doing a lot of unit conversions in this class, so it's really, really important that we solidify this and that we understand what we are doing when we do unit conversions. So the first method is a method that I like to use for the metric system. So metric system includes meters, liters, grams, newtons, and joules. So those are the pretty basic ones. We're going to be predominantly using the meters, the grams, and the newtons, although we may get to using joules depending if we get to talking about energy or not. Now, you'll notice here that we have this phrase, King Henry died unexpectedly drinking chocolate milk. So the K here stands for the kilo. Oh, what happened there? And then the U here stands for your unit. So that would be any of these here. Now, we're also going to be using this small c here, which is your centi. And then we're also going to be using this small m, which is our milli right there. Now, it's important to remember this because this helps us describe the order of the scaling, and it will help us when we do conversions. And I'll show you an example in the next slide. So here, if I wanted to convert from 2.3 kilometers, I would actually start at my King Henry died. So you start at the K for king. So here you'll notice King Henry died unexpectedly drinking chocolate milk. They've written it a little bit differently here, but essentially it's the same thing. I'll actually rewrite it over here. So, oops. So, King Henry died unexpectedly drinking chocolate milk. So I want to go from 2.3 kilometers and I want to convert to my meters. So my meters, remember, is right here with the unit. So I want to go from this guy right here to this guy right here. The way that I'm going to do that is I'm going to first count how many jumps I need to go to get from the K to the U. And the jump looks like this. So one jump is from K to H, then H to D, and then D to U. I don't know why it's erasing that like that. So those are my 3 jumps. Now, notice the direction that I'm going in. I'm going towards the right. Basically what this means is that I'm going to be moving my decimal 3 jumps to the right. So if I were to draw it out like this, it would look something like this. So 1, 2, 3. My new decimal is now here. And in these other spots, these empty slots, I'm going to put in these zeros. So my final answer will now be 2,300 meters because my decimal is now at the end right there. So that's just an example of how to do a simple conversion like this. Now, I want you to pause the video right here, and I want you to try to convert yourself 200 millimeters to meters. So take some time, pause the video right now, and try it out yourself. All right, excellent. So this would be your answer. If you did it correctly, this would be your answer. So just to kind of go over that. So we wanted to convert King Henry died unexpectedly drinking chocolate milk. We wanted to go from millimeters, so from here, to meters, which is here. So we went 1, 2, 3 jumps to the left. So we went that way. So 200, the decimal is at the end. I would go 1, 2, 3. New decimal is there, and I would put a 0 in front. So then my answer becomes 0.2 meters. Now, I want you to try to pause it again. I want you to convert from kilometers to centimeters. So give it a try. Pause right here. And there you have it. This would be your final answer. So again, let's just go over it. Oops. What color should I do? This one here. King Henry died unexpectedly drinking chocolate milk. So we wanted to go from kilometers to centimeters. So here to here. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the right. So we're going to take the 24. We have the decimal at the end. We're going to move it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the right. Add in those zeros, and you'll get an answer of 240,000 centimeters. Yeah, that's the right number. Oh, wait a minute. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Ah, there is an error here. It would actually be, there would actually be an additional 0 there. So please correct that. That was wrong. So it's actually 2,400,000 centimeters. Yeah, this is, it's easy, but it's also really easy to mess up. Because like you just saw, I literally wrote in 5 zeros and I only wrote 4 into my answer here. So it's really easy to muck this up. So this is just a note to remember that a smaller number is going to end up going with a larger unit. And when you have a larger number with a smaller unit, it makes sense. So this is just to remember that if you ever come across this, this makes sense. Don't worry about it. So that's all I wanted to go over with today. I just wanted to review the very basics of metric conversion. When I see you guys next class, we'll be talking about more conversions. We're going to go into a little bit more in depth on different conversions, and we're going to try to look at time conversions as well, which are done differently. Until next time.